Hello, everyone. My name is Lelu. I'm a Tableau and Alteryx consultant working at the Information Lab US. I'm exploring the VizQL Data Service API. That's a new feature from Tableau. Um, and I see that DataDev Quest have some challenge related to the VizQL data service. So I would like to try myself in solving the challenge. But first of all, thank you to Riston for creating the challenge for me and everyone to explore and try the VizQL data service. And also in general, I would like to thank you to the DataDev team for creating the challenge every month. So it's a good opportunity for us to learn and improve our skill. Um, let's jump into the challenge of this month. It's called DDQ 2025 uh, 03. And there are two versions. This one for beginner and the other ones for the intermediate level. In the beginner, if you scroll down, you can working with the VizQL by following step by step on the page. And you can use the Postman to get the query. So I already set up the Postman already. And for the challenge in this beginner challenge, so we usually use Tableau Desktop to explore the data. And uh, in this challenge, we would like to explore the data, but by VizQL. Um, in this challenge, we see that we have the region in rows, the sum of cells in this column, and the filter would uh, be the category and only select the furniture and technology. So in the Postman or on the staff on the DataDev Quest page, you can set up the headers and with the body like this, and then send the request to this server. So after setting up, I click on send to send this port request, and then I will get this token, and then I copy this token into the header, and then I paste in the X dash Tableau dash auth, and in the body, I will paste the data source LUID. You can get it by going to your Tableau Cloud, Tableau Server, and click on the publish data source and click on uh, this little eye icon, and then you can see the LUID here. Just copy it and paste into Postman. After you paste the data source LUID in here, you can start write the query. So the query it include the fields and filters. For the fields, I will put the region in the field caption. This is one field that I would like to show in the output. And for the second field, it's called the sales column. And then I use the function, which is sum for the sales. And I also set the max decimal place would be 0. And because for the beginner challenge, we see that we have the category in the filter. So I will set categories in filters for this field, and also set the filter type would be set, and the value would be furniture and technology. In the documentation, it has the exclude property, so we can set exclude would be true or false, because in this case, we would like to keep the furniture and technology. So I will set exclude would be false. Um, so everything okay. I click on send, and in the output, you will see this in the JSON. And with in the data, we have four rows um, with the region is west, sum of cells, east, central, and the south. Um, that is for the Tableau beginner. We can compare the result in here. So the central 334,954. Okay, this central east could be 480,000. Is 48,000. And the south would be 266,000. Okay, everything is correct. Um, Now we go to the intermediate one. For the intermediate one, we also set up the same like we did in beginner. But for uh, the challenge requires to use the top end filter and the context filter to get the data like this. As you see now, we have the region in columns and rows with the subcategory. And in filter, we have the region which is in the context filter and the subcategory. Mm, okay. So I guess the subcategory would be the top 10 and the context filter for the region. Um, for the sum of cells would be the value for each row. And if you look at the last column, we have the rand total column in here. So it will calculate the total sales of all region for each subcategory. So if you plus the 97,000 with 107,000, you will get 204,000 in here. Okay, that's why I think we in Tableau Desktop we use the fixed LOD for the subcategory, um, and then we have the filter for region. That's why we need the context filter for region over here to calculate the rent total in here. Okay, if we go back to the Postman, we also set up the same thing, and then we will get the token. So I will paste this token into the header and then click on body to write the query. So I use the same data source. So it means I use the same LUID. And for the query, um, let me split the screen. For the query, um, if you look at on the Tableau Desktop, we have the region um, with the east and west. So I will put the region in the first column in the output. Um, I will explain the sort priority and the sort direction later. And then next we need another column for subcategory. So I put a few caption for subcategory here. And then each column is separated by a comma. And then we also have the cells to find the sum of cell for each region by each subcategory. So I use a few caption for cells and the function is sum. The max decimal place would be 0. As you can see in the result, there are no decimal place. So decimal place would be 0 here. And for the last column, as I taught earlier, we have the rand total to calculate um, the total sales of all region grouped by each subcategory. So I will use fixed LOD in this case. So I put the name is total sales with the calculation is fixed by subcategory, find the sum of sales, or we can say find the sum of sales grouped by each subcategory. And the max decimal place would be 0. For the filter, so you see in the filter in Tableau Desktop, we have the context filter for region, view caption for region, filter type would be set, and we only accept two value would be east and west. And also it means we keep these values, so exclude would be false, and set the context would be the context filter, so I set it would be true. For the subcategory, I would like to set it be the top 10. So the field would be subcategory, filter type is top, and how many would you like to set? So in this case, we have 3, 6, 9, and 10. So I'll put 10 in how many here, and field to measure by the brain of total here. So that's why I need the field to measure based on the total sale by subcategory. And I said the calculation would be the same as I did earlier. So to calculate the sum of sale grouped by sub category, and the direction would be top. Um, Go back to here. I set the sort priority to be 1 and sort direction to be descending. As you can see in the Tableau desktop table, um, the result is in descending order. You can see this icon. So it will show the chairs by east and west with this rent total 2004. And I also set the sort priority to be 2 in regions, because you can see in the table we have the east will come before the west. So I set sort priority to 2 here, and the sort direction would be ascending. So east will show early, and then west. Okay. So now if I click on send to send the post request, so it will return the output, and then we can compare the output with the Tableau desktop table. So you see region is, subcategory is chairs. So this one, sum of sale is 97,516, and the total sale would be 204,000. And next is the west with the subcategory is chairs. And the sum of sales is 107, 135. Total sales is correct. Let's go to the bottom to check. It says reason is with appliance 34,790, 65,106. And for West would be 30,316, and total sales correct. So that is the solution in the Postman. But one thing that I don't like that every time I need to use the token to generate, so I put in Python to auto generate the token and also help me to return the full table, not in JSON, but in the data frame. Um, you can go to my GitHub and fork this rep to your local computer. In here, I have two files for one for the solution for beginner and another one for the intermediate challenge. In the README file, you can see the link to the challenge uh, with the um, screen screenshot for the solution, and also here for the solution for intermediate. Below, you can find the instruction how to run the program. Um, so I can demo in here. So if you go to the Python script and go to the main function, so you should replace the personal access token, the secrets, the site ID, and the LUID to run this program. So in the command prompt, I type the Python and the file I would like to run and enter. So it will run and return the results for me. Similarly, if I type Python and type the file for intermediate challenge, press enter, it will also show me the result like this. So instead of you see the result in the JSON, now you can see it as a table. So it's easy for us to look at it. Um, so, so this is the challenge, and this for the result. Yeah, and that is all for the DataDev Quest Challenge 2025-03. I hope you enjoy it and hope to see you in the next video.